guys, welcome back to another podcast. I am glad that you are tuning in with me for this podcast. I am very excited because we are going to be reading scary stories. When I say we, I just mean me, because my husband is actually going to be making this chocolate I don't know, what is this? Chocolate lollipop type thing. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a little wind chime, or not wind chime, but it's like a wind thing. What is this called? I don't know. Okay, for those who are actually watching the visuals on Spotify, you'll know what I mean. But for those who are listening, it's like those toys where like little kids, you can stick them outside and they like, when the wind blows, it like spins or whatever. So we're making this like chocolate version of it, and then we're also going to be trying banana caramel Kit Kat that a coworker of mine gave me. I also have Reese's Thins because I wanted to eat some while we're reading scary stories. And yeah, I also have a cherry Pepsi. Michael doesn't have anything because he is just going to be eating chocolate. He probably will steal some of my water, but yeah. For those who are not watching the visuals, we have this automated wind chime thing where you can just make it spin, and Michael's scared that when we make the chocolate and we try to spin it, the chocolate might fly off, but who knows? We'll see. But yes, so as I was saying, I'm going to read a couple stories, and then me and Michael are going to talk about maybe some like experiences that we've had with scary stuff or paranormal activities and things like that. This is from the Reddit thread, or the subreddit thread, of short scary stories. The user is Castile_the_unicorn. The title says, "My father wakes up with bruises every day." And the story goes, "My father wakes up with bruises every day. My poor 80-year-old father has dementia, which means that he can't remember a lot of the stuff that happened to him. It's heartbreaking, really, how the strongest man I knew could turn into something so fragile. But lately, weird things have been happening. My father keeps waking up with bruises, cuts, scratches, burns, and other injuries. He has no idea how they got there. It breaks my heart to see him in such poor condition. I'm his sole caretaker after Mom died in a tragic incident 10 years ago. We live alone, other than my cat Scampy. The bruises got worse the other day. There was a cut so deep I swore I saw bone. I always bandage them up, but he tells me he doesn't need to see a doctor. He'll be fine. This morning, I woke up to see his face with a black eye, a broken lip, and jagged cuts on his body. He had no idea how this had happened, and I promised I'd find out what could have been hurting him. I knew it wasn't accidents. Nobody could make injuries that bad from simple falls or little trips down the stairs. It had to be someone. So I set up cameras, I let him watch them, and we saw nothing. It was just blank, him doing his daily motions he did every single day. The bruises and cuts got worse, as well as his memory. He could barely remember my mother was dead sometimes. My father has dementia, which means he doesn't remember anything, which means he doesn't remember breaking my wrist when I was 5 or smacking me around when I was younger. It means he doesn't remember beating me half to death almost every day. It means he doesn't remember getting so drunk he murdered my mother and buried her in the garden, then reporting her missing. My father had dementia, which meant he didn't remember how I cut a line into his arm for every time he hit me, how I slammed him into things, how I pushed him down, how I made every day miserable for that sick bastard. My father woke up with bruises every day, and he deserved it." Whoa. That was crazy. Also, if you guys heard farting noises, it was Michael pushing out the chocolate from the tube.
I thought it was a scary story.
I mean, short scary stories.
I was expecting ghost stories.
Oh, I mean, it could have been, but it turned out to be a person.
Oh no.
So, what happened?
It's spilling into another one. So the colors won't be perfect. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's all we're just eating it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. On to the other one. Since you said it wasn't like paranormal or whatever, I have one from the Reddit thread paranormal. So I will read that. The user is Princess Lux, Luxx. The title reads, I have no idea what I just witnessed. I have no idea which sub to post this on, but I need to know what I just saw. So I'm driving to my boyfriend's house around 5 a.m. and he lives in somewhat the boonies. Definitely not somewhere people are casually walking around at 5 a.m. So I'm probably 10 minutes from his house and going about 25 miles per hour because of the deer out there and the curvy roads. I get around this corner and I can see someone standing by the road. As I get closer, I can see the back of a tall, older man, and as I'm passing by, there's a younger, teenage-looking girl next to him. What really threw me off was what they were doing. The man was faced towards the girl, but standing completely still and not saying anything, like not moving at all, just a blank stare. The girl was the exact same, but staring towards the road, facing me. But she wasn't looking at me. She was looking past me. Her eyes didn't even move. I don't know how to explain it, but something was really off. The man was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and the younger girl was wearing normal day clothes. The entire situation was chilling. They didn't seem human. Something about them was so off-putting that as soon as I saw past them, my stomach dropped, and I just felt this overwhelming rush of, I'm going to die. I was shaking. It's like an instinct kicked in that something was really, really wrong. So I sped the rest of the way as fast as I could around the corners. All I could think of was getting to his house faster and the awful feeling of being chased. I basically flew out of the car when I arrived and locked the doors. That was the story. What do you think she encountered?
A chupacabra. Monster, ghost.
You think?
Maybe.
I feel like, because I read some of
Maybe she just psyched herself out.
No, I read some of the Reddit comments, and I don't know why I said that twice. But I read some of the comments under this post, and your body instinctually knows when something's bad is about to happen.
Survival instinct?
Yeah, it's just like it kicks in, and I feel like maybe she did see something that wasn't human.
And her body was just like, get the F out of there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that's just me. I don't know. But I'm going to try this banana caramel Kit Kat and let you guys know what it tastes like. Oh, I should show you guys first. For those who are seeing the visuals. But, okay. It's so cute. Oh, it's melted. Okay, here's your half.
Oh, thank you.
Smells like banana.
Tastes like a normal Kit Kat.
I can taste banana in it though. It doesn't taste like a normal Kit Kat to me.
Shit.
There's like, it's not an overwhelming taste of banana, but you can definitely taste banana in this Kit Kat. I don't really taste the caramel though. Banana caramel. It's not bad. I'm not a big fan of Kit Kat, to be honest with you guys. But this is actually not bad. I like it. My favorite chocolate of all time is Reese's. It doesn't matter if it's thin Reese's, the thick cup ones, the mini ones. I have yet to try the pretzel one, but I heard that one's really good. I just love Reese's. Reese's. How do you say it? Reese's or Reese's?
Reese's?
You say Reese's?
Yeah.
I think of the song. Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff.
Peanut butter chocolate.
Flavor, I think, right?
They got flavor.
Oh. Am I gonna get demonetized?
I haven't heard that since forever.
Tell me a paranormal experience that you had.
That I had?
Mm-hmm. Tell our viewers deja vu. This was supposed to happen.
I can't really think of one. Oh, besides our haunted house in Hawaii.
Anything happened to you when you were in Japan? When you were a kid?
None that I can really remember besides the haunted house.
What do you mean the haunted house?
Yeah, I need some time to think about the story, how I'm gonna word it. I just know that the house felt weird, and I was trying to run away.
Was it your grandpa's house?
Yeah.
And what do you mean by everybody was trying to run away?
Well, I was trying to run away, really. Or like the trailer house, that was scary too.
Oh, why don't you tell us about that one?
Oh, I don't know if it was a dream or if it was real life.
I thought you said it was real because you're getting a glass of water, no?
Yeah, I was trying to get a glass of water, and my parents' bedroom's door was swinging like crazy, open and closed. But like, there was, because that house is old, so that door squeaked like crazy, but it wasn't squeaking. But it was
Wait, so you're saying when you went to go get water, the door to your parents' room?
Because so we lived in a trailer, so it was long. There's one hallway that kind of connected all the bedrooms together. And one night I wanted to get a glass of water. I was pretty young. So I went downstairs. No, not downstairs, I'm tripping. So I went out my room, looked to the right, and I saw the door swinging crazy, and I was like, oh, hell no. I just kept staring at it. I was like, why is it not making any noise? I just kept staring at it, and it just kept swinging open and closed like crazy. And
Did you get water?
No, hell no, I didn't. I went back to my room, and I slept. Or I tried to sleep.
Nice. That's funny. That actually reminds me of the story that me and my sister saw, like the guardian or whatever at the house, or at the Cambodian house or whatever. But I feel like that should be a story for the next pod because that one's quite long. But I will tell some scary stories or not scary stories. These are personal experiences that I experienced with paranormal stuff. And whether you believe me or not, that's on you. I am a person where I believe in spirits. I believe that there's, beings all around us and all of that, etc., etc. So you guys can take my experiences, I guess with a grain of salt. I don't know if you believe me or not, but these are things that I've experienced, and I actually have 2 people who are my witness, and I have friends who are my witness to all these things that has happened. So before we moved here to Texas, we were in Hawaii, and the house that we were renting pretty much was haunted. Like there was a room that we just called the ghost room because it was as if you would walk into this room and just feel heaviness. It was like as if something was just bringing your shoulders down, and you just feel this turn in your stomach of just something just doesn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. And initially Michael didn't believe me until I was just like, love, no, you need to actually be in the room to actually feel it, because we were moving and stuff, but he never really stepped into the room. And this was the room at the end of the hall, to our left. And the houses in Hawaii are very small, so everything is kind of like really close together. But the room at the end of the hallway just felt like it was just forever away from our bedroom, but yet so close that when you would go in, you're just like, okay, I really want to just leave. It just felt weird. And that was an incident. And I see spirits if they show themselves or have like really high energy, or like when I say high energy, I mean like they have a lot of energy, not just like high energy, but they have a lot of energy that they can physically appear or make themselves physically appear to you. So there was 3 ghosts in our house in Hawaii. And my husband at first didn't believe me because, you know, he is the type of person you would say that you're like you believe it, but you just don't want to actually see anything or hear anything, right?
Nope, nothing there.
So he's the type of person to ignore everything. But because I am sensitive to these things, I just, you know, okay, I see him, okay, I kind of, all right, whatever, and move forward, right? But so there was a lady at the end of the hallway that would show herself as this woman who looked really, really lost. Her face was just so sad. She wore like a white dress. She had blonde hair, and just she had like, it was shoulder length, her golden locks, and it just she was beautiful, but she just always looked so sad. And she would just roam at the end of the hallway, just going back and forth between like the walls, and she would just show briefly and then disappear and then come back and like, you know, walk and just look at you and just look sad and then just disappear again. And so I saw her, and she never felt like threatening or anything to me, so I just was like, man, that I just, every time I saw her, she just looked so sad, and you could just feel it. It's as if she lost someone in her life or something, and she's just looking for them or something. It just, that was like really, really sad. And then there was a ghost that was in our bathroom. I call him the perverted ghost because in our master bathroom, it would just feel like something was watching me, and there would be unexplainable wind or change and shift of like air in certain areas. Like, for example, so let's say I get out of the shower and I don't wrap my towel, you know, completely around myself. I just wrap it in the front, and so my backside is exposed, and I would feel a weird shift in wind just near my bottom area. Nowhere else, just near my bottom. Just felt super weird and super creepy. And so I just called him the perverted ghost because he would just hang around in the bathroom and would just wait. And actually my mother-in-law had kind of like an incident with him. And that's another story. But
yeah, there's no central AC either, so
yeah, there's also no central AC.
so there's no air circulation in that house.
Yeah.
Except for like the 2 window installed ones.
Yeah, but the one upstairs was never really turned on. So yeah, the one in our room. So in Hawaii, we at least our house, we didn't have central AC. We had window ACs, and the one upstairs we only ran when it got like really, really hot. But usually we kept it off because it was a comfortable temperature, and we got used to the temperature. The only AC that we really ran was the one downstairs. So, but then after a while, we got used to the weather, and we just kept all the window ACs off. But so there's that perverted ghost, and then the other ghost was, I believe it was the ghost that, you know, was in the ghost room, because he would, I believe is also a guy, just because of the heaviness of how I felt. And this entity was just really malicious in a way of like, he just didn't want us there. And we really didn't have a choice. So it's kind of like, okay, I kind of have to ignore you. But he would show himself in ways of just like scary shadows, or like this weird kind of like annoyance type of guy that's just like, dude, you need to leave kind of thing. And I don't know how to explain him. He is just mean, angry, and just mad. Just, I don't know. He was like that all the time. But I called him the one from the ghost room because whenever he would leave the ghost room or like linger somewhere else, I never really felt like that heaviness or that presence in the ghost room, because he was away from it. But when you would go in and you feel that heaviness, you know that he was in there. But so going back though, these are the 3 ghosts that I had experienced and witnessed. At one point, my sister needed to come stay with us, and my husband was just like, okay, if these 3 ghosts are actually real, I wonder if your sister can see them too, since she's also sensitive. So don't tell her anything, and let's see if she says anything. I was like, all right, sure. And sure enough, the night that we told my sister, like, hey, you're going to be staying with us, long term for a little while, she was just like, okay, fine, kind of upset, angry at the situation that she was in. But then she went upstairs. She came back down. She was like, by the way, I just needed to tell you guys, there are 3 ghosts in this house. And she described every single one that I described to my husband. The girl, the, ghost guy that's like really mad in the ghost room, and then the perverted one. She described every single one of them to a T. The only difference with the girl, or like the lady, is that the lady would sometimes show herself as a girl to my sister instead of like the lady form, or like the lady that she showed me. But it was the same person. So it really solidified for my husband, like, oh, we do have ghosts in our house.
Because I didn't see the woman. I saw the little girl with the blonde hair.
Oh, so she...
I saw 2 of them. Because the perverted one probably didn't want to mess with me.
Well, yeah, no, because I would call you to the bathroom. Remember? I would tell you, like, hey, I don't feel comfortable. Can you just sit in the bathroom? And then the feeling of me feeling like somebody's watching me would go away.
Yeah. I only saw 2. But the second one didn't really show himself that much. All I'd see was like long dark fingers. That was it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? God damn it.
But yeah, so those are the stuff that I experienced and saw, and like my husband saw some of the things too. And then with my sister coming to stay with us at that time, and I didn't tell her anything, I swear, like I crossed my heart, I swear to you, I didn't tell her anything. My sister just, to the T, my husband's face, because my sister, as soon as she said that, she went back upstairs because she was still upset. And the look on my husband's face, it was like as if like the color just like washed from him. He was just in shock and kind of pale, just oh my gosh.
We sealed the room off.
Yeah, we did.
We sealed off the room, and then for 2-3 years, nothing crazy happened.
Yeah, it was because
except for a few times when Malachi was born.
Yeah. So that's the other crazy part.
New things happen that it's like things pop back up. Like when we were moving, no bueno. Moved in, no bueno. Malachi was born, no bueno. Maze was born, no bueno.
No. And when I was pregnant with her too.
Yeah. No bueno.
Like
change.
The beginning of change or anything like was happening that was new. It just the shift and whatever, not okay.
Yeah, no bueno. And you're like, God dang it, again.
Yeah. But I will tell you guys more stories of the haunted Hawaii house and like all the other experiences that I have, because I don't have just one. I have many in that house, especially when I was pregnant with both my kids. The experiences that happened with Malachi and him, saying hi. And
he still does that crap here upstairs.
That's occasionally, but that's because my mom said that his
it's nothing like bad, but he just like, I was playing this game with him where like he'd point at stuff and I'd name it. He pointed at the corner and I was like, corner. Pointed at it again and I was like, that's still a corner, dude. He kept pointing at it and like pointing a different corner. I was like, dude, stop. There's nothing there. There's a corner. There's nothing there.
Okay, that's probably what you want to believe, but he probably sees something.
Or like he'll giggle.
Yeah, or it's
like, dude, stop.
Okay, maybe for you tell him to stop, but for me, it's just as long as he's not scared and he doesn't feel some type of like, this entity or whatever.
It's not bad when he points. I don't feel scared or nothing. I'm just creeped out because he's doing creepy stuff.
Well, yeah, but it's usually just ancestors or, like even like little kids, like ghost little kids will come play because they don't have anybody else. They're kind of in limbo sometimes or whatever, you know. And so those are the little kids that like come and play, but then they leave and stuff like that. But and my mom was saying, you know, usually it's family members that come see the kiddos and, you know, why they're laughing or why they're just like talking or whatever. Because I remember I caught Malachi one time. He was looking at, or I was looking at the camera, the baby camera, and he was playing peekaboo with somebody with the blanket upstairs. This is at this house, at the Texas house. So he was playing peekaboo. He was like, he would pull up his blanket and then he'd pull it down and he'd laugh at the ceiling. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of creepy, but he was having fun. So I knew in my heart that it's okay.
I wasn't having fun. If I was like, mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, but yeah. Do you want to grab the chocolate? It's been about 15 minutes.
I'll see if it's ready.
All right. Michael got the little... What are these called? Pinwheels? Pinwheels. Yeah, isn't it a pinwheel?
No.
No? It's not a pinwheel?
No.
I think it's a pinwheel.
No, it's not.
What the heck is it?
It's definitely not a pinwheel. Oh, it is a pinwheel. You're right.
I told you.
Interesting.
Okay, guys. I figured out what the name of this is. It's a pinwheel. Anyways, Michael finally finished the pinwheel and we froze it. Now I'm going to pop it off and...
Be gentle with it.
I'm trying.
Here, just pop off the little ones first.
Why?
Or not.
Stop. You're making me anxious. No, I got it. Ha. Do you think it'll spin?
Yeah.
Oh. You can actually feel the wind from the pinwheel.
I can't feel crap.
Really?
Yeah.
This is funny. This is fun, guys. If you guys can see the visuals, I'm playing with like the little button that helps spin the pinwheel. It's kind of cool. I don't want to eat this for some reason. It's kind of cool. Is that the blue chocolate? Is that blueberry flavor?
I don't know.
What is this? Oh, it's a bird. Butterfly. It's a mini windmill.
Yeah.
Is the strawberry good?
Tastes fake.
Fake chocolate. I like the blue chocolate. I like that flavor. I want to try the white chocolate.
You want to play a game?
No, stop it. Stop. I don't know if I like the white chocolate or not. I like the blue one. Don't eat the blue one. I call the blue chocolate. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to my podcast, Night Shift with Marley. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you either again this week or I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.